Plants vs. Zombies 2 is a beloved game within its community, though its reputation has been declining over the past 4 years due to increasingly aggressive monetization and grinding mechanics. Ultimately, one of the biggest issues with the game is its implementation of leveling. Back in 2013, Plants vs. Zombies 2 was incredibly similar to the first game. You played on a level-by-level basis, occasionally unlocking new plants and upgrades. From 2013 to 2016, new worlds were added, each containing a variety of plants. Some were paid, but optional. They weren't necessary and essentially functioned as side content. Some people argue that they were pay to win, but I disagree. If I paid for Toxic Brains in Garden Warfare 2, does that make the game pay to win, just because he's widely regarded as one of the best characters? No, because you still have to be good at the game to succeed with him. It's still mostly skill-based, and the same logic applies here. But in 2017, PopCap introduced a mechanic that would ruin the base game: leveling. As you might expect, leveling allows you to upgrade your plants, making them permanently stronger in different ways. More health, lower cost, faster fire rate, higher damage, quicker recharge, and so on. This completely ruined Adventure Mode because it was never designed around leveling. Level 1 plants retain their original stats as intended, but once you level them up, they become stronger without the zombies scaling the match. In the first game, every plant had strengths and weaknesses, designed to counter specific zombies or serve as a more expensive upgrade. Plants vs. Zombies 2 followed a similar philosophy. When you encountered a new zombie, you'd be given a plant with some strength against it. But because leveling lets you make plants far stronger than intended, it breaks the game's design. Why use a plant specifically designed for a particular challenge when your level 6 pea shooter outperforms it, even though it was supposed to be obsolete by that point? I started a new playthrough to refresh my thoughts on the game, and not much has changed. I had a level 5 pea shooter by day 9 of Ancient Egypt, way too early in the game, because the game constantly throwing seed packets at you. This made the early levels a complete cakewalk. Later on, I was able to breeze through entire worlds just by using Ancient Egypt plants, because they were so easy to level up. As a result, I never used the new plants given to me. They were simply weaker. Why use a level 1 plant when I already have much stronger ones? And the way you obtain seed packets to level up plants? Not great either. To level up, you need to open pinatas, which are basically loot boxes in disguise. I gotta love introducing gambling mechanics to the 5-year-olds playing this game on their greasy iPads. And before you call me a hypocrite, yes, Garden Warfare has loot boxes in the form of sticker packs, but I don't consider them as bad. You're guaranteed character pieces and the odds are generally in your favor. Plus, Garden Warfare was designed around playing to earn packs. PvZ2 wasn't, so it feels far less genuine. Leveling completely shifted the game's monetization. Originally, monetization revolved around currency and premium plants as one-time purchases. But with leveling, it became an endless cycle of loot boxes. You can keep buying them indefinitely. That's why so many players prefer older versions of the game before leveling existed, or play mods like Reflourished instead. Why grind endlessly for seed packets just to slightly increase a plant's strength, when you could just play the game as intended? Pick a plant, learn its strengths, and use it, without stat changes constantly shifting the balance. This is also why people were extremely hostile towards leveling in the 2020 PvZ3 soft launch, because they already disliked it in PvZ2, and it was pushed even harder there. When the 2024 PvZ3 soft launch removed leveling, but still performed poorly due to the game being generally bad, the community was desperate to tell PopCap, don't add leveling, please, because it's just not good game design. PvZ was never built around leveling, and it doesn't work when you try to shoehorn it in. Even PvZ3, which had leveling built in from the start, was hated for it. It simply doesn't belong. But leveling became the new standard for PvZ2's monetization. This was their new vision going forward, and it would only get worse with the addition of Arena. Arena follows the usual mobile game competitive formula. Compete against other players' scores for rewards. It's not real-time PvP, you're just fighting ghost data from recorded matches. The player with the highest score wins, and you get more points for defeating zombies farther from your house. So what's the best way to maximize your score? Level up your plants. Now pinatas are sold based on what league you're in, and since Arena is endless, it creates an infinite cycle. A grind for seed packets, level up plants, grind for more seed packets, level up your plants again, repeat, repeat, repeat. The same problem exists in Penny's Pursuit, except now there are leveled zombies. Penny's Pursuit is somewhat different to Adventure Mode, but with alternating levels and different difficulty settings. Occasionally, you'll face leveled zombies, meaning they eat faster, move faster, have more health, and so on. At this point, leveling up your plants is basically mandatory. So back to the grind! The game has devolved from playing levels like the original PvZ into a loop of unlocking new plants, gambling with pinatas, leveling up, and repeating this cycle. Leveling has been in the game for years now, and it's far too late to fix it. And I really Really? Hope they don't take this approach with PvZ3. But let's be real, Pocket has no idea what to do with that game. Given its high profit quotas under EA, they might just copy PvZ2's monetization model. After all, PvZ2 makes nearly $500,000 a month just from leveling monetization. So if PvZ3 follows in its footsteps, I wouldn't be surprised.